Oh, hey there, folks. I was just about to do a video for one of my students who is really struggling to master some of her spelling words, and she's finding it frustrating. So I thought instead of just sending it to her, I would do a little video of what you can do at home to practice spelling words for kids who just aren't, it's not sticking. You need to make these spelling rules really visual and tactile. So using the visual, auditory, kinesthetic, tactile modalities all at once when they're learning. So I've taken this word that we had, it was from our vocab list, but it's the word refuge. Okay, so Orton Gillingham and multisensory teaching is so beautiful for so many reasons. If we took the word refuge and we break it into our codes, so we know that this has to be, vowel, consonant, vowel. I'm going to split that, or VC, CVC. So here we go. Refuge. Well, some people would say refuge, but based on our OG concepts, we're going to split it here into syllables. The syllables is where the magic happens. So this is a consonant, a vowel, and a consonant. I know if I, were to learn my rules, or I've been learning my OG rules, consonant, vowel, consonant, almost always, my vowel here is going to be short. And that's where the beauty of teaching kids markings and understanding why and how we split words into syllables. So syllabication and markings are so powerful for helping spelling come alive. So stay with me. E makes the U say U. G is going to say J when it's followed by an E, I, or Y. These are all rules that kids eventually learn. So I know that U will be long and G will be the soft G because it has an E after it. All right? So rather, beyond just marking, here's the next piece. So I got these little dollar store pencil boxes. I already see a little slit here, which could cause disaster, but I have filled it with, jeez, always here, technical difficulties. Okay, so I have filled it with sand, glittery, beautiful sand from the dollar store. So there's also, I have another one over here that has like these harder kind of like gems in them that are thicker. It doesn't matter, just something fun that the kids can touch. This is all over the internet. If you Google tactile, kinesthetic, spelling and word work. Basically, the next thing I will do is I'm going to take this index card and say your kid has a list of spelling words, put them on index cards and mark them up if you know how to do that. If you don't know how to do that, just put the spelling word on. The next part is, and this is where kids find it really fun, the buy-in is fun, and they can use their finger. So I'm doing this upside down, but the trick is, except if it's a sight word, you use the letter sounds. If it's a spelling word, you want to say the sounds of the word. So that would be U, J. And say the J part even while writing the E. Not R-E-F-U-G-E. We want to say the sounds. J. No. U, J. And then they pull from left to right and underline. And they shake that tray. This is a way for them to start understanding that letters are broken in, or words are broken into individual phonemes, phonograms, syllables. If they can attack their spelling words this way, they're going to be more successful. So for simplicity, you've got spelling words. They spell it in the sand based on sound unless it is a sight word. Sight words are the words they just do have to memorize, like the. Anyway, if your kid has, popcorn words or whatever, they can still do this. They will use the letters for this one. This one, the spelling words, they use the sounds. A whole stack of words that they want to learn to spell. Put them in here. Then the next step, if you want to keep going to practice, then once they've done that in the sand, then they can have a little whiteboard. Again, from the dollar store. These are from Scholar's Choice, I believe. You want them to say refuge, refuge. Do it again. 3 times is the magic. Refuge, refuge. Okay? Then they cover it all up close this gem of a box, and then either on paper or on the other side of their board, if they have another side, they can test themselves and see if they got it right. So it's practice, 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 say it, look at the word. So they're saying it, moving, so the kinesthetic piece, they're touching something, that's the tactile piece. Refuge, say it out loud, not in their head. And then they can test themselves on a piece of paper to see if they got the word right, and then they move on to their next one. This is just one thing a kid can do to practice their spelling words. And even then, if your kid struggles with spelling, they may need to do this process many, many times. That you may need to do even more inventive, cool things, but get them to move and speak and dance and engage with the word in a creative, fun way where they're moving and saying it and writing it all at the same time. Multiple modalities is a really important thing for kids to practice their spelling. So that's how you can do some fun at-home spelling work if you need something in your life to help with spelling. You also can call Riverbend Community School, and we do tons of great Orton Gillingham intervention and fun tricks that we've learned in our 10 years that we've been doing this stuff. So my name's Rebecca Halliday. That is my weekly Friday practice spelling words tip.